Arduinotronic, harmonic, ionic, bionic, atomic. It will astonish you, it's magical and casual, actual but classical, practical and factual. Arduinotronic, harmonic.
Today I'm going to talk to you about a little thing called Operation Jade Helm. Now this is due to take place later this year, and it is a huge military operation. It's billed as an exercise, but I'm not so sure. The reason I'm not so sure is partially around this map. Now it suddenly becomes rather obvious, because if this was a drill to defend America against an external threat, then surely the external threat would all be coming from one place. Whereas here we see states marked in red, which is Utah, part of South California, which is labelled as insurgent pocket, and Texas, and these are regarded as being hostile states. Now these are the states and the places where most of the people who are anti-government in the US are located. Then you have New Mexico, which is brown, uncertain, leaning hostile, and Arizona, light blue, uncertain, leaning friendly, and Nevada and most of California and Colorado are listed as permissive, not friendly, you will notice, permissive. And this map, I think, is a very big giveaway. This operation is an operation against the American people.
Crap, man. Wow. They're like men with machine guns coming towards us. Dude in turret with gun. I'm filming. I'm not gonna stop filming. This is intense.
Now this operation is due to take place from the 15th of July to September the 15th this year, and it's the Special Operations Command is the first thing that's odd about it, Special Ops. And who is taking part in this here operation? Well, it's practically every single Special Ops group. Now, in addition to this, it is described, well, the purpose is defined as Jade Helm is a challenging 8-week joint military and interagency unconventional warfare exercise conducted throughout Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah and Colorado. That is to say, all of those areas in the US that you could conveniently label as being anti-government. Now, what this is preparation for civil war, or to quash a civil war. You're probably talking about red and blue list implementation and snatch and grab, because some of the people involved in this are what is described as the Joint Personnel Recovery Agency. otherwise known as kidnappers. And obviously the operations planner stated publicly that we have Army Green Berets, Navy SEALs, Marine Special Operations Command, 82nd Airborne Division, drones. Yeah. And the DEA, FBI and local police. Now this makes me cringe because, as we all know, the police have been militarised quite recently. They've been given armoured vehicles, they've been given enhanced weaponry and enhanced capabilities. So, looking at what is going on, it looks like there's going to be a lot of snatch and grab of key resistance figures. Now, my guess is that this is not actually an exercise, because it comes at a point where the American economy is on the point of collapse, and because everyone is saying that it can't last too much longer. Well, how about the economy collapsing in August? It's not at all unlikely that the economy would collapse in August. And look, they've got this operation that's ready to go live if there is an awful lot of public dissent, as there would be, because benefits would go, obviously. People would not be able to get their money. And operation planners have stated that the public should anticipate increased aircraft in the area, especially at night, and that police may receive noise complaints. Now, obviously, you're looking at military helicopters here, and what would they be doing at night? What time are snatch and grab activities usually held? About 3:30 to 4 o'clock in the morning. Who typically conducts these snatch and grab arrests? Well, special ops. Basically, the Gestapo will arrive at 3 AM and they will take away anyone they think might resist or coordinate resistance. Now, it has been said already that role players will be participating in Jade Helm, and it states that some individuals, which is to say civilian insurgents, may conduct suspicious activities. Now, how about pretending to be dragged off to a FEMA camp, or, oh, Lord knows, there's so many possibilities. But anyhow, if you look into the Joint Personnel Recovery Agency, they do a lot of things. One of the things they do is they have training schools whose purpose is to train the military in what in this country would be called escape and evasion, prison survival techniques, and so on. However, the regulations that they follow says detainees, which implies civilian people, basically. And let's have a look at the US Army Internment and Resettlement Operations Manual, and the following provisions are applied to detainees. Use of products that are designed to pacify and acclimate detainees to accept United States facility, authority and regulations, and PSYOP products, things like waterboarding, sleep deprivation, white noise. Gains the cooperation of detainees to reduce the number of guards needed, get you to rat on your friends. Develops and executes indoctrination programs to reduce or remove antagonistic attitudes, brainwashing in other words. plans and executes a SIOPS program that produces an understanding and appreciation of policies and actions. In other words, you're talking about re-education. Now, the use of 83rd Airborne is another pointer that the authorities anticipate there could be civilian militias rising up, perhaps in combination with veterans groups and military units that may be loyal to the citizens of the United States and the Constitution rather than its government. I mean, probably the last time a map like this was made was during the Civil War by President Lincoln. So suddenly Program 1033, which is the militarisation of local police with former military equipment, is suddenly making an awful lot of sense. So any of my friends that are in America, I'm asking them to look out for themselves between August and September. August and September. Between July the 15th and September the 15th, because really I think that America is going to be an unsafe place to be. I think that this exercise will start in July, and sometime between the end of July and mid-August there will be an event. Could be American economic collapse, and lo and behold, all of the personnel, all of the procedures, all of the equipment needed to contain the American public, to detain them without trial and without reason, are actually already there in the field. This is quite an insidious exercise, I believe. People should push, really, for it to be cancelled. Anyhow, I hope that you've found this interesting and useful, and if you have, please like, and of course, subscribe. Thank you very much.
Excessive militarization of American policing. Indications of that are everywhere in Ferguson. Police in these towns are getting much of this combat equipment free of charge from the Pentagon. The Defense Department says just in 2013, nearly $450 million worth of military equipment was given to law enforcement. A defense official says Ferguson police only got a couple of Humvees and a trailer. But police departments throughout Missouri, which are assisting in Ferguson, got 20 MRAPs and hundreds of M16.
Well, I spend loads of time on YouTube, and I expect you do too, right? You know, I kept searching for things, and this Arduino-tronic channel came up on all my searches for all types of interesting crap. What's on it? That's a bit difficult to explain. Just subscribe. I did.